Hi everyone, and welcome to Sherben's latest video. In this video, we're really excited to launch another new product of ours called Indigo Benchmarks. In a post-COVID world where HR teams are using more and more tools to leverage the full power of their data, we launched around a year ago Indigo Insights, which allowed HR teams to analyze all of their data and allowed them to understand any trends or red flags that there might be. Today, we're going to show you the next step to this analytics, which is Indigo Benchmarks. Basically, what we've done here is we have created dashboards to allow your HR teams to take a real assessment based on real-time data of the market and the pay brackets that there are out there. So as you can see here, I'm logged into Indigo, and on the menu side here, I can see the new icon for benchmarks. Let's click on this to go into Indigo Benchmarks. So the first thing you'd notice here is occupation group. What we've actually done is created a 3-level hierarchy here, occupation group followed by occupation and then roles. So in the occupation group here, you would be able to see a number of different occupation groups. What we've done is taken all of those job titles within Indigo and aggregated them into different occupation groups, then also into different occupations based on the scale. So here in the occupation group, we can also search. Let's say I want to search for sales, and I'll find the sales and marketing occupation group. Today, we're going to be concentrating on the accounts and finance function. What you will then find is the latest date that the data was refreshed at. We refresh our data on a daily basis. The number of data points within this particular occupation group. So we've actually leveraged over 84,000 data points, over 3,000 of which are actually in the accounts and finance occupation group across 497 different companies. In this first grid over here, you will be able to notice how we've grouped them into occupations. So we grouped them according to different levels from assistant to chief officer. How we work with our brackets is based on the lower quartile, median, and upper quartile. For those of you who need a bit of a refresh on the statistics side of things, I'm not a pro with statistics, so I thought it would be good to have a bit of an explanation. What these terms mean is that if you have 100 different data points, the lower quartile would be the 25th data point, the median would be the 50th, and the upper quartile would be the 75th. So why we did this, as opposed to having the true average, the mathematical average, is that this basically does not allow outliers, whether much lower or much higher than this bracket, to affect the true quality of the data. We also find the data quality stars, in this case for accounts and finance, because we have so many data points, they're all 5-star quality. What does this mean? When we scroll over the data quality, we can see exactly how many data points across how many companies are contributing to this pay bracket. And just to point out, we do not show any data that's less than 2 stars. We do not show any data that is available in less than 2 companies, to avoid any specifics being shown. On the right-hand side, you can see the compensation benefits. So the left-hand side is based on the actual base salary, whereas we know that, a pay package goes beyond the base salary. There's adjustments, fringe benefits, overtime, etc. So here we can also see the average of each of these compensation benefits, and on the percentage of the data points which have these applied. On the bottom here, we can see the roles that are associated with this specific occupation group. When you scroll over a specific rule, you can also see the responsibilities and skills that are associated with that role. So in this case of accountant, the responsibilities tend to be prepare financial statements, manage budgets, and perform audits, and skills are analytical, attention to detail, and financial software. On the bottom, we can also see an analysis of the service years, nationality, age bracket, and gender. However, we go a step beyond this because, yes, these compensation benefits are great to see. But as you can see here, overtime is actually the 4th item on the menu, with almost 17% of our data points having overtime. However, for example, a chief officer doesn't usually get paid overtime as part of their pay package. So let us zoom into the chief officer in the accounts and finance occupation group to understand a bit more what their compensation looks like. By selecting the chief officer, you can now see that all the other dashboards have been updated. Now, actually, overtime is only on 2.1% of those data points. Cash fringe benefits being now the number one compensation benefit across 37.8%. We can also see the average of that. The roles have also been updated, so now we can see which roles are associated to the chief officer role. So here we have chief financial officer, chief accounting officer, finance director, head of corporate finance, etc. We can also see the different service years. We also allow another drill across functions. So let's say we want to see what people in the occupation group accounts and finance who have been employed for 2 to 4 years can see on average. So we can click the 2 to 4. We can see that the bottom 4 dashboards have also been updated to show you the data based on this filter that was applied, so 2 to 4 service years. And that wraps up today's video. We're really excited about Indigo Benchmarks, and if you would like to have more information or receive a quote, please do not hesitate to reach out to our sales team. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.